1400 metres. Jet Lignite's a little bit unsettled, just to settle in, gate 6. And away they go. Jet Lignite and Mount Everest came close together, and Jet Lignite just drops out second wave. White blinkers of Peace Train, Black Devon as they go to the 1200. I Write the Songs is around them at the Opera. Hard held in the early stages. Red Hot Night looking to improve. There's no speed on past the 1,000-metre peg. Jet Lignite looking to settle into a rhythm is towards the back end of the field, along with Just Prime. Alcohol and some interference there. Just Prime, Alcohol seemed to run off the rail, and Just Prime had to be taken up for a stride or two. Dark Fate. And as for the favourite, Jet Lignite is dropping out of contention and races about 9 lengths off. Them going to have to quicken. Coming to the 600-metre zone, Peace Train by a neck. Red Hot Night is right there. Black Devon, I Write the Songs, got 2 lengths to make up. At the Opera, reminders for Al Call. Towards the outside, Mount Everest, Jet Lignite going to hook to the extreme outside. Could still have a say, 3 lengths to make up. Red Hot Night quickened at the 300-metre marker. Romanesca the green cap at the Opera. Mount Everest running on, Jet Lignite extreme outside. Romanesca runs a big race with 150 to go. And Paul Lafferty said back on the turf he'll go close. Romanesca, Jet Lignite at the Opera. Romanesca, Just Prime's running on, but it's going to be Romanesca, Just Prime second at the Opera, and Jet Lignite. Number 5, Romanesca. If you watched Understarter's orders this morning, Paul Lafferty said different proposition on the turf and a horse who should be thereabouts and goes on to score. Warren Kennedy picked up the ride, and Romanesca showed promise early on, bounds away a length and a tail. Just Prime gets second, at the Opera third. The favourite, Jet Lignite, came close to getting a bump at the start and then just dropped out of contention and moved up on the grandstand side. Further back, Black Devon, Mount Everest. Romanesca, 3 off the right-hand side. The green cap quickens up really well coming to the 200. Just Prime, another one for Wayne Badenhorst in the money. That's at R2.30 and towards the inside at the Opera. But it's all about Romanesca, the Noble Tune for the Colnicks and the Laffertys, the Ellises, bred by the Backworth stud. 57,000 rand buy. Back to the studio.
The first leg of the place accumulator this afternoon has gone the way of the Paul Lafferty trained number 5, Romanesca, and beautifully ridden to victory by Warren Kennedy. Pickup ride. How often do we see that these pickup rides come home and win? But Paul, you were well documented. This horse didn't like the poly, and we've seen on the turf today a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, if you have a look at the last 2 turf runs, they were fourth, they were behind decent horses, and I thought in this field would have a chance. The draw was obviously a factor. Craig couldn't make it. I believe he's got food poisoning, so Warren stepped in, Warren top rider, and he rode a great race for us and came and won a very good race. I'm very pleased for my partners. This horse was going to go to Mauritius, and there could still be negotiations for to go to Mauritius. But Rob and Pam, they both couldn't make it. They love their horse. These are Rob's colours, Rob Ellis's colours. And his son Warren was going to be down here. I was hoping to see Warren.
A lot of Warrens involved. Warren's interviewing you, Warren Kennedy, Warren the son.
Warren Ellis. Yeah, so I can't see Warren here anywhere, so you'll have to speak to the other Warren. But I'm absolutely chuffed, and I'm pleased that it's come through and won for us.
Nice for the Backworth boys and Noble Tune as well.
Absolutely. We've got six or seven Noble Tunes. We've got another one running today, White Lightning, you know all about. You instrumental in me getting it. And we've got a few of them, and they've done well for me. I've got no complaints.
Paul, all the best to you for the rest of the day.
Thanks very much.
Here we go. That's Paul Lafferty, the trainer of Romanesca, and we're going to get the recently married Warren Kennedy into the winners' enclosure. Warren, first of all, congratulations on your and Barbara's wedding.
Yeah, thanks very much, Warren. Appreciate it.
Then Romanesca, tell us about the race.
Yeah, all credit must go to Mr. Left. Persistence is key with this horse. Mr. Left said to me he's a different horse on the grass, and that much different just shows you different horses for different surfaces. And today he was lovely. I was trapped 3 wide from a bad draw, but they didn't go very hard, so they didn't make it count too much. But a lot of scrimmaging my inside, so I was quite happy to be out wide. And when I asked him to run, Lafferty get stuck into him. So I gave him a really hard ride and he responded all the way.
I watched the race with Paul Lafferty in the studio, and you were, as you say, caught a bit wide, and he was shouting and screaming, saying, do you want to go any wider? But it all panned out very well. Well done.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, it was just unfortunate from the draw. I couldn't really get in, but there was a lot of scrimmage on my inside. I think the favourite was involved. There's a lot of argy-bargy, and I didn't want to get this horse. Luckily, I was wide that he didn't get any of it, and he went through the race really smoothly and ran onto the line, which is nice.
Before you go, it is hot out. You've picked up 1 or 2 other rides for Mr. Laff, and I think Shoot the Wagon in the next race, if my memory serves correct. And just touch on a couple of 1 or 2 of your other rides that you think have chances.
Look, yeah, Shoot the Wagon, obviously in that sort of field, first time going the mile. I think she's probably looking for it. I looked at her previous runs. Looks like a nice little filly. She should be right there. My next best probably Paths of Victory. He's in a tough little race, but he's earned his rating. He's a hard knocker, and he got beat last time, but gave the horse 8 kilos, and it's not a bad horse for Gavin's that actually beat me. But he's definitely in with a big shot.
All the best to you. Thanks, Warren.
Thanks very much.
There we go. That's Warren Kennedy. He was the rider of Paul Lafferty's Romanesca. As we said, he got married just the other day, did Warren, and he's also expecting a little child on the way soon. So well done to him. Well done to the Paul Lafferty stable. They seem to be a yard that could have a good afternoon, so they could be worth following. But the numbers you'll need for the first leg of this afternoon's place accumulator are 5, 4, 3 and 10. 5, 4, 3 and 10, race 3. We'll come back to you shortly.